Okay, today we're going to make our Mexican tilapia over cilantro rice, and it is a winner. First of all, we use our tilapia pieces of fish. You can buy those frozen, fresh, whichever. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of lightly salt them with a little bit of kosher salt, just to get a little bit of seasoning on them, which they don't need much, but we'll lightly salt them. And then we will get them ready to dip in cornmeal and fry them up, which shouldn't take probably 15 minutes. This is a real quick meal, and it is delicious.
Alright, so after you've let your fish set with a little bit of the seasoning on it, what you're going to do is put it in a bowl, cover it with water, and we've got this dish that's got cornmeal, about 2 tablespoons of flour, salt, and some taco seasoning. You can use about 1 to 2 tablespoons depending on, what you want. So then all you're going to do is get the fillet, dredge it on both sides, get it all nice and covered. Shake it up. And we're going to shake it up over this plate and go straight to hot oil. I'm going to try to get about 3 in there. Be sure your oil is hot, probably over medium-high. And you're going to cook these probably about 5 minutes on each side. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and flip them over. Just want to make sure you get that brown, crispy crunch. And depending on your stove, you might have to cook it a little bit longer or less, just depending on how hot your oil is. So another 5 minutes, and the first batch is done.
Okay, so this batch is ready to take off. And you want to put them on, let them drain on paper bags. Always drain your fish on paper bags because it soaks up the grease much better. I'm just flicking off my fish. Okay, drain that on there. You want to tint it with tin foil. Keep the fish good and warm. And you're ready for your next batch. Okay, now Mandy is finishing up the fish, so I'm going to begin the rice preparation. I just use minute rice. You can use, if you want the long grain, that's fine. But with minute rice, you do, it's even proportions. 1 cup of liquid to 1 cup of rice. Now I like to use chicken broth. Water's fine, but chicken broth just gives it a deeper flavor. So I'm going to make enough for 6 servings. So I'm going to put 3 cups of chicken broth to 3 cups of minute rice. And what I'll do, I got my chicken broth in there. Going to cover it, let that come to a boil. And then I'm going to add my 3 cups of rice, turn it off, and it just sits for 5 minutes and it's done. Okay, now while Mandy is finishing the fish,
Last batch.
the chicken broth has come to a boil, so I add 3 cups of rice to the 3 cups of chicken broth. 1, 2, and 3. Now, all I gotta do is give that a stir. Put the lid on it. Turn the burner off and set it aside. It has to sit for like 5 minutes and be nice and fluffy, and we can add our cilantro and lime to that. So while the fish is finishing and the rice is waiting to be done, I went ahead of time and made the pico. And all pico is onion, I use red onion, tomato, jalapeno, and lime juice, and you just dice it up, and it's better when you let it sit for a little while so it can all kind of marry together. And this is what's going to go on top of our fish. So you can make that ahead of time, and it stays good in your fridge for, you know, a few days. So we're almost done. This has not really taken probably over, I'm going to say 30 minutes tops. So as soon as that fish is done, the rice is done, we will plate it, and you will love this. So, fish is finishing up. The rice is setting, getting fluffed up. We've got our pico made, which I showed.
Only thing left to do now is make the creamy avocado dressing with cilantro on top. Yum yum.
Which doesn't take a minute. And this whole meal, you could do this in 30 minutes. I'm telling you. Very easy and delicious. Okay, now everything's pretty much done except adding the cilantro and lime juice to the rice. So Mandy now is making the sauce that goes over the top. She's using 2 avocados. She's spooning out her 2 avocados. And to that, we're going to add a diced clove of garlic. We're going to add about 5 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze about a tablespoon, if you can get it, out of a lemon. Lime. Kosher salt. And a little black pepper. Okay, and what you're going to do, she's going to mix this together. She's going to blend these together. Okay, once it starts getting smooth, then you're going to add approximately about a half a cup of water. You kind of know, you don't want it real thick, but you don't want it real runny. So we'll try that. Let's put just a tad bit more. Like I say, it's almost about a half a cup. Get that mixed in real good. And voila, that's your sauce. Okay. Now, you pour your sauce just in a little dish. Okay. And here's the dressing. Yum. Okay. Okay, now that the rice is done, take the lid off and we'll fluff it up. Just like that. We're going to add salt. I don't really measure. I'm going to say about a couple of teaspoons of salt. Some cilantro. Then we're going to squeeze some lemon. I keep calling it lemon. I'm sorry. Lime juice. Oh, in there just like that. Stir this up. Just like so. And now we're ready to plate.
Alright, so we're ready to plate. Gonna put down a bed of rice. To that, you're going to add your fish fillet and the creamy avocado sauce. And last but not least, Pico De Gallo. And that's all there is to it. Alright, so this is our Mexican tilapia over a bed of cilantro rice. I'm Mandy.
I'm Debbie.
Thank y'all for watching.
Enjoy.
If you would use a spatula, it wouldn't break. It's not water. Oh, Mama.
Okay.
You're killing it.
I'm so glad she's not filming that.
Oh, it's hot over there.
I told you.
Oh, she is filming it.
Talk. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let me go ahead and get my, I'm going to get my, don't film me yet. I want to get everything ready to be able to, plus I'm doubling this because, oh, Mindy, stop it. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Did you break it?
No. I'm going to use a spatula.
Okay. Smash it out. You started this, you gotta finish it. Just put it on pulse and keep pulsing it till it's smooth.